Welcome back to another episode. Thanks for joining us. We're going over another section of studentrentertips.com today. Today we're going to be talking about security deposits. This is something that, as many of us who've gone to college have experienced. You have to give a security deposit at the beginning of your lease. But more importantly, when you go to move out, several issues arise, and I think that these are issues which speak close to home with many of us because we've oftentimes seen that we don't get the majority of our security deposit back, or we don't feel as if our landlord actually went over why our security deposit was deducted in the way that it actually was. So for this topic, we're going to be talking about the use of a tenant security deposit, a receipt of security deposit, and legal remedies which you as a college student have as far as getting your security deposit back from your landlord. Now, I think the first thing to do, like we've explained throughout this series of videos, is to take a step back and take a deep breath. When you get your security deposit back, you don't want to be anxious, you don't want to be infuriated. The thing to do is know your rights and know your legal remedies. California law tries to help you with this as much as possible. And more specifically, they lay out 4 different specific uses which a landlord can actually dedicate your security deposit to. They outline that a landlord can deduct your security deposit for unpaid rent, for things such as cleaning the rental unit to put it back in the condition that it was in when you moved in. But it's important to understand that, especially as a college student, oftentimes who don't have the most money in the world, you're not obligated to pay for things that were already wrong or defects in the property when you first moved in, or the landlord can't deduct from your security deposit in order to make the property nicer than it was before you actually moved in. Another thing that the landlord can deduct from your security deposit goes to damages other than normal wear and tear, which will be discussed in your lease. And the last thing is for restoring any furniture or any furnishings that come with the property, and that'll also be a specific provision which you can actually look for in your lease. Now, moving on to receipt of a security deposit, California law specifically mandates rules that a landlord must follow in order to provide you as the tenant, more specifically as a college student, with a detailed itemized list of what was deducted from your security deposit and also why. More importantly, they have to follow what California law lays out as far as a 21 calendar day rule, which essentially states that they have to send you a full refund of your security deposit within that 21 days, and they have to mail or personally deliver it to you, and state the reasons which they decided to deduct different things from your security deposit, such as the unpaid rent, or if they have to paint specific things, or if there were holes left in the walls or things such as that. Now, if you see something which you don't remember leaving in the house, or you felt as if you would clean the carpets, or there were no holes in the wall, then don't worry, don't fret. There are legal remedies available to you as a tenant, despite being a college student. And essentially, those remedies are that you can take your landlord to small claims court. If you demand your security deposit back, for example, if your landlord doesn't provide you with an itemized list, or they charge you for things which you have pictures of, which clearly show that you hadn't caused any of that damage within the property, then you can demand your money back. And if that doesn't work, then California law allows you to take your landlord to small claims court, and you can file a lawsuit in small claims court and get your security deposit back and get up to a maximum of $10,000 back in court. So, like we said at the beginning, throughout this series of videos, if you see a security deposit, or if you're looking at your lease or something similar, don't worry, take a step back and know your rights. Thank you.